Most everyone is easy to work with. Most everyone. I'll tell you, and I'm going to get myself in trouble now. There are people, though, and it's not anyone specific, but groups of people. I have found that older voice actors, older than me, that is, by many years. Let's put 15, 20 years older than me. Though they're great, they are amazing as voice actors. A lot of them don't understand reactions. Because in real life, we don't do reactions. You know, every time your friend tells you something that you're wondering about, you don't go, You don't do it, you know? And when your friend says something you don't like, you don't go, You just don't. Reactions are not real. And for that reason, a lot of actors hate reactions, period. We hate doing them because they're not real. We don't really do them. But the Japanese have made an art out of it. You know, and I'll never know why anyone has a reason to make that noise. Ever. I will never understand it. But it's in a lot of anime. I've never done that in my life. I'm willing to bet most of you haven't either. But that can be difficult. Other than that, I mean, they're as easy to work with as they want to be. Maybe that's the best way to say it. Any of them at any given time, if they were in a sour mood or whatever that day, could become difficult to work with. There are some actors that need more praise than others. There are some actors that do not accept praise. And I'm still, as a director, learning all of that stuff and trying to figure out who is who and how best to deal with the individual, because not everyone is the same.
This is probably sound weird, but you're an ADR director for Funimation, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I've been wanting to get into an animation field for some time, and I'm still trying to go to school for it. So, how easy is it to get into Funimation as an artist? Because I know I'm never going to be a voice actor. I have no confidence in myself for that.
Well, you need confidence in yourself to be an artist as well.
Well, for sure as an artist. For a voice now.
But it really, I don't know. I mean, first of all, continue on with school, because that's going to be the first way to guarantee that you, yes. But the business side of Funimation is exactly that. It's a business. And so those people aren't really there because they care necessarily about anime. They're there because that's where they found a job and they can work in their field. You know what I mean?
Well, because, I know most of the work I've seen was mostly Japanese people started to get into.
Absolutely.
And, of course, we're American. So, or some origin.
I got lost.
Yeah, somewhere. Anyways, yes. Because, I've been obsessed with, of course, as we all are, obsessed with anime and different ways of styles and art.
I don't think anyone...
Will they care if it's American?
No. But very few people start out in the field that they want to wind up in. There's a lot that has to be done to get there, you know, and some people never even get there. That's the reality of it. But don't try and work for it. Hey, I've never wanted to be anything. I know what you mean. I've never wanted to be anything but a musician. Look how well that worked out.
You got a good voice, though, to be an actor, so a musician.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Not hard. You play Leon in Fairy Tale.
I do.
Yeah. The next set of box sets are coming out in, I heard, July. Have you recorded any lines for it?
I don't think I can tell you that.
I read ahead. And
There's another thing in anime called non-disclosure agreements. And that says that if you know something about a show before they've announced it or it's released, that you should not have done it. So I try not to talk about things that haven't come out.
All right.
He could, but you'd have to kill you after.
I'd have to kill all of you. And I do know after you've been so kind.
We'll have to get the neuralizer Men in Black.
You're right.
Gentleman right here.
What's one role you'd like to do that was non-anime?
Wow.
If you had any choice. That's a good question.
Like video games or like?
I mean, like any non-anime. Yeah.
I would love to be in a superhero movie. That'd be awesome. But in the words of my old drama teacher, there aren't that many red-headed leading men out there, if you haven't noticed. Doesn't mean it's impossible, but
Perhaps you could be the next Doctor Who.
Oh.
that would be awesome.
You can cover that.
That'd be extremely awesome.
Blackhead out.
So you've worked for Funimation for a while. How much, as a person, as an actor, have you grown from doing that?
Oh my, I've grown. As an actor, I've grown more confident, definitely. More confident and more competent. as an actor. But the fundamentals are really what has stuck with me all the way through. Just the way you behave when you're in the booth, which I really appreciate that aspect of it. Of when to this day when I go in, even though I direct now, and sometimes I do rewrites on scripts. If I'm in there as an actor, I'm there as an actor. It's not my job to offer up suggestions for what the director should do. It's not my job to say, well, I think it should be done this way. It is my job to do as I'm directed, and to stand there when they're figuring something out and be quiet, and to stay in there as long as they want me in there. That is my job as an actor. So it's those fundamental things have never left me. So it's hard to measure. Sometimes, it's like I said, confidence and competence. I can measure those. I can't necessarily measure, the way I've always done this, which is, I think my drama teacher would be proud. You stand there and shut up? Good boy.
Do you, have you ever just gone and read or watched the series and done these beforehand before you started your roles, or have you ever or is it just more?
I've never done it for a role that I'm playing. Of course, as a director, I have to do that. But I don't know. That's another thing. I do like the quickness of it. One of my strengths, at least as an actor, has always been in improv. Not that you get to do improv in anime most of the time, but I like that sense of, okay, I'm going to go in, get the background, find the voice, do the lines, leave it all in the studio. I like to say that because it makes it sound better than I actually am. I can leave it all in the studio. But I like the quickness of it. I like, all right, I'm this character, now I'm going to go home and do something. It's not something you carry around with you all the time. You should be able to put that character on and take that character off. That's what I think.
All right, I think we have time for one more question, so let's make it a good one. Okay, or two really quick questions. Let's do that. So let's start here.
Has anybody ever asked you to say the miniskirt line? And in whose voice?
What is the meaning?
They have. It's who was it? Was it Travis that started it?
It was Vic.
Did Vic start that? I don't know if I remember what the line is. There's something about being dead sexy in a miniskirt.
Roy Mustang is dead sexy in a miniskirt.
We should say that
6.
Request to like, do a reenactment of like an Old Spice commercial.
I'm on a horse.
And get their voice if you want, or like, I'll leave it up to you.
Do character. Do character voice. Look at your vodka. Do look at me.
I don't even know that I've ever paid enough attention to it.
Look at your man. Now back at me. Now back at your man. Now back at me.
Sounds like
Call your mom.
I want a horse.
See, she's still smiling. That really owns my song for some reason.
I think the song has been around longer than
That's why I know it, is because I remember the commercials from like the 80s with the sailor walking away. That's not nice, in case you haven't got that. Sorry. I'll start watching Old Spice. Inspire me to find out more about deodorant. Are you trying to say something?
I think you just found a perfect blogging experience.
Yeah.
YouTube videos,
Old Spice.
Old Spice commercials, the auditions.
I don't have swagger, if that's what no swagger either.
Swag.
We could probably get in one more question.
I noticed on the Oron outtakes that you couldn't pronounce Fujioka, you called it fudge covered okra.
That, to be honest with you, was completely staged.
Oh.
No. What happened was, when I first saw the name, I said, Fudgy Okra. And Caitlin goes, oh, that's good, we should do that on the outtakes. So I have to pretend that I messed up the name. It'll be fine.
Oh my gosh.
I guess I'll do that then. Did you buy it? You believed it, didn't you? Instead of didn't know it better. You did. You never know when I'm fooling you.
Alright, and so your fans know for the future, do you have a table at the bedroom hall? Or do you have any more plans? Places they can see you?
I did.
I have them written down.
Everyone can check with that girl. I do have more panels. I just don't know when they will. There's one at Doomsday here, and some other actors. Then there's an autograph signing.
And another autograph signing at 3:30.
And another one at 3:30.
Por favor.
It's probably going to be best to wait until the bedroom hall signings.
Probably will, because otherwise,
I believe we have another panel.
yes, that's the experience that I've had, is that when there's another panel in the room and we get caught up with doing that eventually it takes a long time, and then the other people don't get to start the panel, and then after that, other people are going to want autographs. By then, nobody can get in the room, and it will be mad if people can't fill this room. Trust me.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.